Hey, kids of all ages from Our Redeemer. I hope you're doing well. This is Pastor Dan, and just wanted to spend a few minutes with you today. I know it's here in the Advent season, a lot of excitement going on between the season of Thanksgiving into getting ready for Christmas. And what I'd like to do over the next few weeks is to take just a few minutes with you here on YouTube and to talk about some people that have been important kind of in the season of Advent and Christmas throughout the years. And some you might recognize and some might be new to you, but maybe with just a few minutes of time to kind of talk about some different people over the course of the next few weeks may help you kind of get ready for the Christmas season and to kind of really think about the Christmas season and what it really means more than just presents and time away from school and time with family and things like that. And so today I want to spend a few minutes talking about a saint from the church. Now, we believe that we are all saints or saintly by way of our baptism, but throughout history, there are those that are identified with the title of being a saint based on things that they have done in order to live out their faith, their Christian faith. And so on Monday, December 6th, we have a day which was called Saint Nicholas Day. Now, you might think to yourself, I know someone who goes by the name of St. Nicholas. And you're right, in our culture, many Christians celebrate the gift of Christmas with St. Nicholas, or Santa Claus as he sometimes is called. But the St. Nicholas I want to talk with you about today is one who grew up in a part of the world, another part of the world called Turkey, and through his faithfulness and living out his faith, he lived way back in the 4th century, so over 1600 years ago. And he was such a devout follower and a good person of studying the scriptures and learning about Christ that he actually became a bishop, which is a special title for people that are have exemplary faith and have a way to kind of show and share and lead others in terms of their faith journey as well. So we know that where St. Nicholas lived in Turkey, we know about the time that he lived around the 4th century. But other than that, we really don't have a lot of concrete stories about St. Nicholas. Now, we have a lot of legends or stories that people have told throughout the years about St. Nicholas. And I want to tell you about a couple of those today. And I think that you'll kind of hear some of the things that tie into the legends of St. Nicholas and some of the practices that we even continue today in our homes around the Advent and Christmas season. First of all, one of the reasons that St. Nicholas is so well known is because he was somebody who loved to look after those that were maybe unable to take care of themselves. He often was known to aid the poor. And one of the stories that is told about St. Nicholas is that when he had heard of a poor man who had 3 daughters, and the time for them to be married, they needed to have money for those daughters to get married, but the poor man had no money whatsoever. And so the story goes that St. Nicholas, on 3 consecutive nights, so 3 nights in a row, went by the man's house when the people were sleeping, and that he tossed a bag of gold through the window for each daughter for each night. And so the man then and the daughters had enough money so that they were able to be married. And so he saw people that were in need and he tried to take care of them. Being there in Turkey, St. Nicholas lived actually near the water. And so he also was well known for caring, as I mentioned before, for the poor, for the needy, for those that were traveling, and for sailors, and for people that were selling goods. And so the Christmas song, I Saw 3 Ships Come Sailing In on Christmas, actually is a Christmas hymn that connects to the life of St. Nicholas. So, because of St. Nicholas's generosity and because he really cared about children, we remember St. Nicholas, and many families have done this over the years. Um, we talk about it on Christmas there at the birth of Jesus, but other traditions from other places, other countries, celebrate St. Nicholas on the night of December 5th, the day of December 6th. And so, for example, one of the things that some people do, kids will do, is they'll put out their shoes. They'll maybe put them by the fireplace or by an open window if it's warm enough to keep a window open. And they put them out hoping that overnight that St. Nicholas will come by and leave them gifts. And so sometimes some families, some children might wake up on December 6th in their shoes and they might see a little bag of gold, which in this case is just some little gold chocolate coins. Maybe those are in there. Sometimes people will have little oranges, which also would be a symbol of a reminder of the bag of gold that St. Nicholas maybe dropped off. And so, and maybe there might be another little present or two for those to remember St. Nicholas. And so what you'll see is you'll see sometimes people dress up like St. Nicholas, and here's a picture of someone you might recognize. This is me and Emmett and Liz, Miss Liz. At my other church, one year I had the opportunity to dress up as St. Nicholas, and you can see I've got the outfit of a bishop, and that long beard also kind of looks like maybe something that we know from knowing Santa Claus. And so perhaps with your families, maybe this year, if you'd like, you could set out your shoes or your stockings on the night of December 5th, and on St. Nicholas Day, on Monday, December 6th, you might see if you wake up and maybe you'll have an orange, or maybe some chocolate golden coins, or maybe some other little reminders of the generosity that we can show one another, just as St. Nicholas showed it to so many. So I hope that you'll have a great St. Nicholas Day, and I'll look forward to being with you next week as we'll talk about another important person in the Advent and Christmas traditions within our faith. All right, guys, hope you have a great day and a good week. Talk to you soon.